Welcome back to Common Sense, everybody. I'm Wendy Bell. The Washington Post says it right underneath the masthead. Democracy dies in darkness. I agree. So light is the answer, right? Honesty, transparency, the illumination of facts. If that was the case, the January 6th committee wouldn't have asked the National Archives to seal all the important videos and documents from its investigation for 50 years if it actually cared about democracy. The FDA wouldn't have asked for 75 years to release Pfizer's vaccine safety data if those shots were as wondrous as they promised us they were. Fact is, we are lied to far too often, and lies make me angry. What about you? This is what they've told us. That it was an insurrection, that ivermectin isn't safe or effective, that it was the safest, most secure election, that there was a water main break that stopped the count, that Donald Trump was a Russian asset, that COVID came from a wet market, the vaccine would keep you from getting sick, and that a man can be a woman. Schools aren't teaching CRT, and that the voting machines were not connected to the internet, that masks worked, that the Inflation Reduction Act cuts government spending, that the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers are domestic terrorists, that the laptop was Russian disinformation, those protests were mostly peaceful, that there weren't 2,000 mules, that Joe Biden isn't corrupt, that Donald Trump is all things evil, that climate change is real, that Bill Gates cares about your health, and that George Soros is a philanthropist, that BLM cares at all about Black lives, that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself, that children aren't being trafficked, that you could keep your doctor, and that Benghazi was about a video, and that everything in East Palestine, Ohio is perfectly safe, that we can trust the science, that John Fetterman is competent, America is racist, that the border is closed and the FBI is nonpartisan, that guns and not people kill other people, that it totally makes sense for us to all eat bugs, that Hillary's BlackBerry smashed itself, Bill never had sex with that woman, that Joe Biden doesn't have dementia, that there were weapons of mass destruction, that gas stoves cause asthma, that fact checkers stopped misinformation, that Fauci didn't didn't fund gain-of-function research, that Russia blew up its own pipeline, right? That abortion is healthcare, there were no biolabs, and the world doesn't have a disgusting pedophilia problem. Oh, and that Joe Biden got 81 million votes. Like, other than that, I agree with the Washington Post. All of this light of truth is totally hurting my eyes. You? I'm Wendy Bell. See you next week for some common sense.